Nora replied with conviction, "Because I believe that healing is more powerful than hatred. If we can heal each other, maybe we can end this cycle of violence." One of the Durumbar warriors grunted in pain, then spoke up. "You're brave, girl, but bravery doesn't mean you'll live to see another day." With each warrior she healed, the atmosphere began to shift. Some Durumbar warriors were surprised by her skills, while others remained wary. Finally, as she finished, she turned to the leader. "I have done what you asked. Now will you honor your word and set me free?" The leader considered her request, his expression unreadable. "You have earned our respect. We will let you go, but your fate is still uncertain." As Nora stepped back, the cries of her villagers filled her ears again. They were still bound, struggling against their restraints, filled with confusion and anger. "Nora, you're helping them. They're the enemy," one villager shouted. She replied, voice trembling, "I'm trying to save us all. If we can heal the wounds of this conflict, maybe there's a chance for peace." As Nora stood before the leader of the Durumbar, her heart raced with hope and fear. She had just healed several of his warriors, and a sense of respect had begun to blossom among them. However, as she awaited his decision, the leader's expression shifted. "You've done well, girl," he said, his voice low and contemplative. "But letting you go might be a mistake. If we release you, what's to stop you from returning to your people and leading an attack against us? We are still at war." Nora's heart sank at the thought. "I swear, I want no part in this fighting. I only wish to save my people and find peace." The leader studied her, weighing his options. He addressed his warriors. "If we keep her here, she could serve us well, not just as a healer, but as a potential spy. We could learn the secrets of the Kravani." A murmur rippled through the group. Some warriors nodded in agreement, while others exchanged wary glances. One particularly fierce warrior stepped forward. "She could betray us, and we cannot trust her. She's a Kravani." Nora took a step closer, her voice steady despite the fear swirling inside her. "You've seen my skills. I can help your people heal, and in return, I can learn from you. Together, we could find a way to end this conflict." The leader raised a hand, silencing the murmurs. "What if we keep you, but in a way that safeguards us? If you truly seek peace, you will work with us. If you attempt to escape or betray us, you will regret it." Nora felt the weight of his words. "I understand, but I need my villagers to be free. They've done nothing wrong." The leader sighed, his eyes narrowing. "Very well. I will consider your request, but know this. Trust is earned through actions. Prove yourself useful, and perhaps you will find your way back to your freedom." Nora's heart raced as she realized the precarious position she was in. "I will do everything I can to help," she promised, though doubt crept in. What if they never let her go? As the discussions continued, she felt the eyes of her fellow villagers upon her, filled with anger and confusion. "Nora, what are you doing? They killed your mother!" one shouted, frustration boiling over. Nora turned to them, desperation in her voice. "I'm trying to save you. If I can show them that I can help, maybe they'll see that we can find a way to coexist." The leader of the Durumbar nodded, acknowledging her courage. "Let's see if your plan will bear fruit, Nora. Until then, you are our guest. But do not think for a moment that you are free." As the full moon rose high in the sky, the Durumbar village came alive with the sounds of drums and chanting. The tribe's long-awaited celebration had begun, and their victory over the Kravani fueled the energy in the air. Flames crackled from massive bonfires, casting flickering shadows over the faces of the villagers who cheered for their champions. Two warriors, Tarak and Jul, stood at the center of the ceremonial ring, their muscular bodies gleaming in the firelight. Both men were towering figures in the Durumbar tribe, known for their skills in battle and their loyalty to their people. But tonight wasn't about war. It was about dominance, strength, and the spectacle of the full moon ritual. Tarak, you will take the honor of the first duel, the leader announced, his voice booming. Show us why the Durumbar are the rulers of this land. Tarak stepped forward, his spear in hand, the crowd chanting his name with increasing fervor. He locked eyes with Jul, who smirked confidently and swung his heavy axe in preparation. I'll make this quick, brother, Jul teased, his voice low and mocking. Save your strength for the feast. The crowd erupted in laughter at Jul's jest, but Tarak remained focused, his eyes never leaving his opponent. He rolled his shoulders, loosening the tension, and adjusted his grip on the spear. Let's see if you can keep up, Tarak muttered under his breath before lunging forward, his spear a blur of motion. The sharp clang of metal echoed through the night as spear met axe. Jul grinned, deflecting the blow with ease. He took a wide step back, eyes gleaming with a mix of amusement and anticipation. Is that all you've got? Jul taunted, swinging his axe in a wide arc, aiming for Tarak's side. Tarak dodged the swing just in time, rolling to his feet with surprising agility for his size. You talk too much, Jul. Let your axe do the speaking, he spat, driving his spear toward Jul's chest in a calculated strike. Jul barely managed to parry the thrust, grunting as the force of Tarak's attack pushed him back a step. The crowd roared, eager for more bloodshed. You've always been good with words, Tarak, Jul growled, but I'm better with steel. He swung his axe again, the blade whistling through the air as it narrowly missed Tarak's head. Tarak countered, his spear flashing in a series of quick jabs aimed at Jul's legs and torso, forcing him to retreat. Is that why I always beat you? Even when we were boys, you were all talk. Jul grinned, though there was a flicker of frustration in his eyes. Today's different, he said, tightening his grip on the axe. Today, I prove you wrong. The two warriors circled each other, their muscles taut, sweat gleaming on their skin in the firelight. The tension between them was palpable, years of rivalry distilled into this moment. Tarak's spear and Jul's axe collided again and again, the sound of their weapons ringing through the air, each strike growing more vicious.